Mary with Sayre, Seer. This is your weekly tarot. This is for the 24th of November through the 30th. And so I laid these out. You know, I like to do things different time to time to get different feeling for the information. So we're going to start with Coming to Life. Coming to Life, this is a 29, which adds to an 11. 11 is about transmuting your experiences and energy into into a higher, into the higher, I can't even think of the words here. Got me all tongue-tied, Aquarius. So into a higher consciousness. There we go. Woo! Okay, so Coming to Life talks about, okay, if you were to take a look at how far you've come recently, you know, all the things that have changed in your life, and yeah, that, and then right now you may be saying, okay, now where am I supposed to go here? What am I supposed to be doing here? Well, that, and the other thing was, you're starting to see things that you want coming into fruition, right? I mean, there's something about a dream that you always wanted that's going to be, well, it's going to be manifesting, you know? And that's really cool, right? And so you may be saying, well, what do I need to do next? You just need to show up. So your guides, which is 11, is like an angel number 2. It's like it's like the gates, you know, like 11, because 11 is divine guidance and stuff like that. So I'm so sorry I'm being tongue-tied for words. I don't know why. But anyway, because I had it all set in my head before I started talking. Don't know why. So anyway, they're saying just to show up and to know that you're on the right path, and they're actually going to create it as you go. So you may find that things are unfolding as you take this action or that action and that action and that action. And it's kind of like you don't know how you're going to do it, but you're not going to do it, and then everything works out. It's like taking a leap of faith over and over, but things working out. Yes, that's what it's about. The other thing is, here's your other confirmation, is the Druid. The Druid talks about holding the space. Standing your ground. Holding the space for instructions or information. It's like the same card in a way. Only this one has a little bit more to do with movement. And this one has a little bit more to do with what you believe. Like your... It's like how a tree, well, maybe they are the same. Okay, that one appears to be more movement, but this is like how a tree, like bringing stuff to you, like the things will come to you. Like how a tree is in the ground and water comes to it, you know? And they don't even have to move, but it is provided for. So it's kind of the same thing. And this crystal right here that's lit up is about spiritual guidance. It's about receiving information. So you will be receiving information as long as you keep showing up and trusting. Actually, they just said keep showing up. But if you're worried, it's about trusting. You know, that helps. Just, hey, I know I'm going to do it. I know I'm going to get what I need. I know I will be provided for. And it is about you doing some work and taking it out. Oh, I wonder if I should go do that. You know, and taking an action that's put in front of you. But it's like this gentle thing, not about, if you're like really worried, then that may not be the action. Okay, so it's like not doing things in the same way you used to, but knowing, hey, I'll know it when I get here, and it's like this gentle little nudge. It's not a hard nudge that has to do with anxiety. Okay, all right. So the first card we have is the King of Swords. The King of Swords reversed. This is an air sign. You know, it's a masculine energy. It could be anyone, or it could be you embodying this energy. So let's just talk about the King of Swords reversed. This is somebody that's educated, that can talk, you know, that talks well, presents well, but is not. This is somebody that uses their power to abuse people. Abusive, yeah. Emotionally abusive, probably. Can, you know. Because it's about information. It's somebody that manipulates somebody with the words and yeah, emotionally. like gaslighting, narcissists, stuff like that. That kind of emotional manipulation. It's intellectual. Maybe somebody not telling the truth. Okay. But it could be somebody that has authority. Okay. Could be a lawyer. Could be somebody that's educated. So, I know there's other air signs in our lives, and there's other people that take on other properties. It doesn't have to be Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. It could be another air sign. But it's almost like, okay, I gave you enough. We'll expand. Okay, then we have the Four of Pentacles. And so this is about being protective of, about allowing people to lead you down paths that, well, may not be good for you. Four of Pentacles, protecting yourself. This deck is a little bit different. This zombie looking person, she has a clock around her neck. Something about timing here. I don't know what that means, but maybe you do. Protect yourself. This is the time to protect yourself against energies or people that are going to lead you down the wrong place. This is chaos. Five of Wands reversed. Chaos coming in with lies. There's lies and chaos. More lies. More misinformation. Interesting, right? Okay, this is the need to get past it. The need to vet it. To see things for what they are. See, yeah. Okay. I know there's going to be more, so... Nine of Cups reverse is about offers of love that are not really offers. They're not real commitments. This is somebody that cannot make a commitment. And I don't know if this is you or not, or the other people coming to you. It could be a water sign, you know, like Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces, but it doesn't have to be. It could be just a view of maybe you walking around with your heart closed because you don't want to commit to anybody because you've been hurt. Ooh, that kind of felt like it. That might have been it. Okay, so the next card is about I just want to say that even if you walk around like that, you're still being manipulated by your own thoughts to not give or not love. Okay, so whoever this is still being able, is still allowing the hurt and the pain to manipulate you. Just thought I'd point that out. Okay, so when you think you're under control, you're not. It would be the transmutation of that energy, which is what you're being asked to do. Transmute that energy into healing, and then wait for instructions. Okay, because this is, you're gonna be getting divine guidance. Because you're going into another state of consciousness, or you can. It just kind of looks like you're going. Eventually you're going, so. Okay, so this is the Six of Cups. I was just looking at the numbers here. Six of Cups. So this is about the past, reminiscing about the past. And this is kind of interesting because in this card you have a puppet show, and you have kids and stuff going, yeah, and checking out the puppet. But there's always somebody behind those puppets that, you know, that things aren't what they appear. And so in this card, when we're looking at the past, it depends. There's different ways of looking at the past. There's the rose-colored glasses and what appears on the outside, and then there's the real truth. Okay, so seeing what you want to see or seeing what's really there. Who's the puppet masters? Who's doing the manipulation? It's just, that's what's coming through. So, something to think about. So, okay, now we have the Nine of Wands. Well, this is interesting. Reverse. Nine of Wands reverse says, I'm not going to fight for this anymore. Changing your views on what you're willing to believe moving forward. That's what it feels like. What your values are moving forward. What you believe moving forward. There's been, like, it looks like a few aha moments. If, you know, kind of looking around you go, what the heck has really been going on here? And now we get started. Aquarius. The amazing thing is to be so smart and to realize that there's been manipulation everywhere you couldn't see. Isn't that mind-blowing? Here comes justice. Here comes the judge. I don't remember what cartoon it was back in, I don't know. I'm kind of old. 70s, 80s, something like that. Here comes the judge. Oh, it was actually, what was that show? I can't remember. It was that show in the 60s. I was little. Gosh, I have to think about that and let you know. Where? Maybe somebody will pop it up. Here comes the judge. It was not a cartoon at all. It was a comedy show on every week. Goldie Hawn came out on that show. Okay, so anyway, well, that was taking me back. Wow, look at this. We have justice. We have the lies, okay? We have the liar, the manipulator, and power. And then we have justice. And then, so this is the courts. This is the courts. Or a Libra could be, but this looks like it's the courts because then we have judgment. Wow. So somebody's calling judgment on whatever has been in control. And wow. And lying. I thought, well, we got all the information, just trust us. Yeah, right? So, but justice says, that's not just, I'm seeing what the truth is here, and that's not the truth, right? And because I know the truth, I'm seeing things for what they are, and I'm transmuting that energy. I will not have to repeat that again. And I have passed this. This is judgment. This is like passing judgment, looking at it and going, I see things for what they are now. The great thing about this is you're moving on, and that part of the cycle, your cycle, or whatever cycle, is over. Wow. But it feels like it's bigger than just your world. It feels like it's bigger. I mean, your immediate vicinity feels like it's bigger. Okay, here's the Ten of Pentacles. This is about legacy. Okay. Legacy. This is a judgment about legacy. This is a lies about what the truth is. About legacy. The way we've been living, the way our family is, the way society is. One more there. Whoa. And how, this is a Six of Wands reversed, and how this has kept us from being victorious. This has kept us from being successful. You know what that means. It depends on who we're talking to here. Okay, so let's look at the Four of Pentacles. Protecting yourself, remember, not being taken down a road that, be careful who you allow to take you down, where you go. Lovers, okay, so this is Lovers reverse, is it's maybe realizing that in love that somebody's been making the wrong decisions, that you haven't seen things for what they are, and that would make sense, that maybe you've allowed love to take you down the wrong road, and that you need to make different choices now. Maybe you allowed love, because this is third party and choosing others. It's usually deception in love when it's reversed. Okay, and this is a great burden, whether it's you or not, because of the pain, So it's either guilt or pain or, any of that. Could be shame popped on. Okay, Four of Cups, reversed. This is, okay, I see where I've been dropping the ball. I see where I haven't been paying attention when it was right in front of me. And this is realizing it. Realizing the elephant in the room that you were missing, okay? That's the transmutation of what the past is. Okay, so now we're going to look at the Five of Wands reverse. This is about the chaos, about the lies and manipulation by others. People in your face telling what to do. People with their opinions and however. Society, people. Could be that within ourselves too, because what we have on the outside is kind of a reflection of what's inside. So it could be our own selves not totally being clear on where the truth is. Hermit reverse says we need to be able to, it's important that we, when we're confused like this and we're not sure what the truth is to separate ourselves and go within and really connect with our higher self, okay? It's connecting with, like, I don't know, praying. And asking for help with that divine, with source, creator, however you believe, your higher self, okay? That'll help you. Just separating from the chaos. Chaos keeps us confused. If we don't separate it, we will continue in that path. When we separate ourselves, we look at our part, the other part, the common themes, the common situations, and not based on somebody else's observance, but ours, okay? Our own. Because a lot of the manipulation was about what other people were saying, right? Other people were telling you how to live, right? All of that. Their judgment, all of that. Okay? Maybe there was not a whole lot wrong with the way you were thinking. Ever. But you got to separate yourself and find yourself again to get there. And when this confusion comes back, that's your signal to go back, because you don't want to repeat this, right? And ask for help. Ask for help. This is where you're asking for help. Wait, I know there's something else. Let me just sit in it. Let me not make a rash decision. Just sit in it. I know that this is not the truth. I don't know what the truth is, but I'm going to ask for help. Okay, so next card is the Five of Cups reversed. This is, when it's upright, it's about disappointment and pain, okay? And so it's, see this, she's yelling at him. You really messed up. How could you do that? And that reminds me of ourselves, how we do that to ourselves. Now, somebody could have been doing that to you, and that's what caused us to talk like that to ourselves, okay? And something about this coming down through your bloodline too, this kind of behavior that they want me to tell you. So, when it's reversed, it's healing from this, it's understanding this, it's getting through that. Okay. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles, and this is so you can get, by your transmutation, all that is going to get you to a place, if you're not there already, of being independent, like emotionally independent, financially independent. You realize that you don't need somebody to complete you. You realize that you don't need somebody to buy the house you want or have the business you want. In fact, it's better that you do it yourself, because then it's not tied to somebody and their actions, you see? So, because then it's not codependent, you're interdependent, okay? Now we're going to talk about the Knight of Cups reverse. This is this non-offer love, this offer that was not a real commitment, right? This person that got distracted easily. And then we have we have this engagement, this marriage, or this moving in together. You see how they're locked hands? So if there's a relationship that you've been thinking about that's on the table, or that hasn't worked out, or that somebody you're engaged to but it doesn't feel right, it may be because it's not a real commitment. This person's not really committed, or you're not, okay? So, something to look at. Maybe it looks good on the outside. Maybe it's time to let me get another card. Okay, this is the Six of Swords. This is moving. This is like moving to a safer place. This is getting away from the situation. This also could be a honeymoon. So, or a vacation over water. So that's why I want to get another, because we have like the engagement marriage card, and then I'm a little bit worried about that. Okay, reverse is, strength reverse is, well, not having the strength. Not being able to stop this. Not being able to stop it. Yeah. I don't know where you're at in this cycle, but let me get one more card. Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups reverse is somebody that's emotionally unstable. She can be vindictive. She can be jealous. She can be really dependent and cruel emotionally, okay? Really manipulating, okay? I don't know where you're at here. If something happened on a honeymoon or a vacation for somebody you just married or got engaged with, but you're maybe seeing things for what they are. Let's talk about the past here. Ace of Swords, seeing the truth in what the past was. What was really behind this really fun puppet show. What was really behind your childhood. What was behind, oh, it's like TV, like programming or something. Oops, wrong way. Okay, let's get another card. Oh boy, here we go. Here's, is this what was behind it? The addiction, the obsession, the doing things without thinking, the avoidance. Whatever was going on there kind of disconnected you from your higher self, from your own intuition. This is a High Priestess reversed. This is being disconnected from knowledge, the knowledge that maybe you had and then it was gone. Okay? Something about that happened in the childhood, and something about what you were watching or seeing. Okay? Knight of Wands. This is about the player. This is about... Knight of Wands reversed is about the player. An inappropriate desire. Or no desire at all. Either one. Hang on a second. Inappropriate desire. So... This is maybe something about the past taught you to either put up with it or act in a certain way. Okay? But see, that's working through all of this stuff. That's what going to a higher place of consciousness is, understanding how all this happened. It's huge, huge. Even if it feels like, oh man, I don't know if I can keep going. This is the Nine of Wands. I can't do much more thinking. I can't defend this. Of course, when you see it, you can't really defend it. You're right. It's time to think of something new, to move it to, what does this mean for me? What does it mean for my life? Because we keep on going and we're part of this whole big system, right? Okay, Two of Wands reverse says, I don't have a choice. You don't have a choice what path you want to go. It's kind of been put in front of you. Remember I said, you're going to be transmuted whether you want to or not. Kind of looks like that. Okay, so Queen of Pentacles reverse this represents a female, feminine energy. I'm trying to make sure my heater is really on, or if it's blowing cold air. So that's why I'm doing that. Okay, so Queen of Pentacles reverse talks about, well, this is somebody that's like codependent. And I don't know if this is, or it could be an earth sign, but somebody that's not, maybe not who they appear to be. Maybe this somebody appeared to be financially independent and a good mom and a good wife. And this is not who they are, though. It's not really who they are. There's kind of something about the veil. Once the veil was, I'm not sure if this is the person in this marriage. But earth sign. Could be earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. codependent. Not a good mom. Not a loyal partner. And definitely not the Empress. So this is the Empress. So this is, maybe they presented themselves as this, okay? As the divine feminine. But, so, gosh, this is hard. You may not even know. I don't even want to say this. You may not know how low this person can go. Let me put it that way. Okay? So, this is kind of a warning for you. You got 2 cards here. This is one thing. This is an upper level. And I don't know if this is 2 different people. Empress reverse. I don't know if this, the spouse or the partner is like a mother. Like a mother or a grandmother, something like that. But you're being asked to look at, is the person how low they can go, or how they remind you of somebody that you were raised by. That's why you couldn't see it. Because the Empress reverse is a higher level. Is a deeper this than this Queen. This Queen's just getting started. This Empress is somebody that's been working at this a while. Been there a while. I don't know what that means. Wow. Okay. Okay, so there's something else. We had, with this Devil card and the High Priestess, I think the High Priestess is not only not receiving the information, you might have received it and rejected it and said, no, this can't be. Okay. That's what that feels like more than anything. Because I think you're way more tapped in but you stop it. You stop it. Thinking, I can control this with my thoughts. And what, it's all of that. It's taking the subtle, like the information, the subtle information, and saying calmly, what does this mean? Well, how does it feel? It's about the feelings. It's about the feelings. If it makes you feel like, oof, something's wrong here, then usually there is. And experience, you know that from experience, I'm sure, Aquarius. You're some smart cookies. All right, so let's go ahead and do just a couple of, or just one actually. This is the Art Through the Eye of the Soul Oracle. And all of this going on, you're still going towards something that you really want. Something that you've always wanted. So, right now, so your advice is to bring peace to troubled waters. And that must start with you. It's taking the information, accepting it, and saying, okay, what do I need to do here to have peace? Okay? Because only with peace and your emotions balanced can you make good decisions. You won't nobody can manipulate you there. So, be good to yourself. Try not to use that avoidance behavior. Okay? So, you definitely know more than you've ever given yourself credit for. Love you, Aquarius. Have a happy Thanksgiving if you're in the Northern Hemisphere. If not, then just have a great week too. Or all of the above. Whatever. Bye.